Hi, I'm Heather Bell. I am a level two QHHT practitioner and BQH practitioner here in Tennessee. And I'm joined by my friend who's had a session with me recently. If you will introduce yourself and where you're from.
Yep, my name is Crystal Diaz, and I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Awesome. How did you find me?
I found you through a Facebook group when you were getting your, I believe it was your level, was it your level one?
Yeah,
Your level one certification, and you were offering for uh, somebody to be put under the hypnosis technique, so you could get your level one for QHHT, and I had wanted to do that for years. So it just felt like a really good opportunity because you live not far from me. And I was like, oh my gosh, she lives close to me.
yeah. Gosh, it's been such a long time ago. Yeah, that was whenever 2 years ago, actually,
Yeah, yeah, it's been
whenever
2 years.
I did my internship. So very
Yep,
appreciative you for allowing me to practice and learn with you. So
my
Crystal has
pleasure.
actually done two sessions with me. We've just done a recent session and some things have happened and I just kind of want to chit chat on the experience. So if you want to talk about, you can talk about either one, but can you just tell us your experience with sessions and what it's like for you?
Yeah, it's really wild. I honestly, I personally, even though I'm very much a believer in this kind of work, there's a part of me that was like, what is this going to be like? How is it going to feel? Am I going to be able to be put under? And part of the session I could remember consciously, but part of it I wasn't even really aware of until I heard the session back. And it was like, it's very strange. It's very hard to describe because it's like you, but it's like something else is speaking through you, but it's also you. It's quite strange, but I think the most remarkable thing for me, as far as the experience goes, is the healing that comes from it. The first time uh, I asked for healing for an issue I've been having with my lower back for, gosh, at that point it had been close to a decade, and immediately there was response to that, and within a year I've still don't have back pain, and it's been 2 years since that session, which is wild to me because it's just like, while I definitely understand that we're all on a spiritual journey, and this is kind of not kind of, it is an illusion. There's also the human skeptic in me, but it's undeniable. And from this last session, I told you that, the thing I was looking for healing around was just feeling so tired. When I listened back to my session about like the heart expansion and all of that, like I definitely have already am experiencing more energy. So I'm excited to see where the next year will take me, because like from the first session I noticed that it was like an ongoing incremental process that completed, is anything ever complete, but completed like around like a year is when I saw like what I would consider to be like final results. But I think it's like for sure ongoing, so I'm excited to see where the next year is gonna go with it. So
I agree. Yeah. And it was such a huge difference for me because when we first met, yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I think you were like my number five in the 25 that I had to do. So I did you
oh
really,
wow.
really early on.
Oh wow, I
And
didn't know that. That's
I've
wild.
grown such a huge amount since then. So hopefully
How many have you done
you're,
now? Do you mind if I ask real quick?
oh gosh, I'm in the hundreds. I know that. Like,
Oh wow, amazing.
yeah, I've done,
That's so cool.
didn't do it full time, when I first started this. And now I'm like hitting it hardcore, getting a lot of push to kind of put myself out there. So we'll see where
Yeah,
it goes. But yeah,
yeah,
doing it
definitely.
for 2 years and I absolutely love it. I tell you, every session I learned something new every single time. And your session was beautiful. This one, as compared to the last one, I feel like you got a
Oh,
lot more
it was so
clarity.
interesting listening back to it. I told you I lost the first one, which probably, but it's just like the whole part of my higher self came through. Like I don't like, it's the same as last time. Like I don't remember that part except for through listening to it, and just like it's like there was a message to be given this time, because it was like almost like even just like the clarity of like what was being spoken, like it was interesting.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really neat how the heart, what they said about the heart, if we put any kind of guard on the heart, it just makes us so tired because
Oh
that
gosh,
is
yeah.
what we're supposed to do. You know, it's just to love each other, love others. And so we always
Mhm.
are trying to fight that. It makes us all tired. So I just wonder how many other people are going through that right now, you know, guarding that heart and not
Absolutely.
realizing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yes.
So lots of things that we learned from that session. So I'm grateful for you giving me the opportunity. Um, I know you talked about a lot of the healing. Have you noticed anything else that's changed? Have you realized anything new since you've had your most recent session?
I had the first couple of days after this session, I had a lot of downloads coming through about like why I was shown different things. Like in the moment, the one lifetime where I was a old man and I was walking in the mountains, like that was shown to me a lot more clearly. And it was basically showing me that like as I've been incarnating into Earth, like the download I got like a couple days later is like that I'm constantly bringing information that's for the future. That's for the future. It's like never like it doesn't seem like not never, but it seems like a lot of time like the work I'm doing is like for 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 future generations versus like for myself right now.
Yeah, that was a really cool experience. And that was a lot of heartache and like push and go. And even though you didn't make it to the end, your information still got there. So
Yeah.
that was a really cool
Yeah, and
life
that
to
was really
see.
reassuring to me because like one thing I've been going through like right now is like I know that it's like not pointless to be here, but it's like uh, the last 2 years have been really, really, really hard. And there's just like a part of me that's just like, what is the freaking point of all this? Like, this is so hard. And it's just like the clarity I got from that is like, it doesn't have to necessarily quote unquote have a point right now. It's all building. So that was
Absolutely.
reassuring. That was reassuring to me.
I agree. That was really beautiful. And the last question I have for you is just would you recommend others having a quantum session like this? And would you recommend me as a practitioner?
I would absolutely recommend a session. I would absolutely recommend you. And I've told quite a few people about you already. Whether or not they reach out to you or not, I have no control over. But
Yes.
um, yeah, it's been pretty integral in my healing journey, and I feel like you were put in my path for a reason and have helped bring so much clarity just through you holding space. And you're really good at what you do too.
Thank you. Yes,
You're a
I
very
agree.
kind soul. You are. You're very sweet.
Fulfilling my thank you. I'm trying to fulfill my mission, just being here doing what I
Yeah.
can do. So I greatly appreciate your time and thank you for connecting
Yeah.
in. I really greatly appreciate everything.